Hello, Paul. Hello, Islam. Good
Hi,
to be
Camilla.
here
Hi,
with you.
Camilla.
Hi. So good to be here with you again, chatting a little bit. And today we were thinking of framing a little bit around what is a global citizen in reference to our conversations from egocentric to ecocentric. What are you guys thinking?
Hmm. Hmm.
Well,
Islam?
when I think of the term global citizen, I think of, especially in reference to our conversation, I just think it's literally a citizen of this earth, somebody who is um, detaching from any kind of passport country, detaching from any kind of cultural pressures or anything else, and just saying, hey, I am a citizen of this planet and I'm responsible. I have a role in trying to make this place livable and better for other generations, not just for me. So that's when I think global citizen, I think of that. How about you?
I definitely agree with that. And I think that's the basis of our exploration. But I wonder whether it's also sprung from us meeting up, because we met up because we are all people who grew up in one culture or country and now live in a completely different culture or country. And so I think it's a refinement of that. And in my mind, and tell me if this is different, it was what perspective we can bring to the debate because of that, because we have to adjust to a different culture, have to think outside the box, etc., etc., etc. So I don't know. Do you think it's a refinement? Do you think it's anything different to that?
I think it's one and the same, Paul. I mean, it's you're this because we have to be that, and we have to be this because we are that. Like it's kind of connected, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we grew up in different cultures and we're living in different countries that are not our passport countries, quote unquote. Um, we we see the world differently. We are global citizens. We are people who just live here, you know, and because of that, there's a certain responsibility as well. We can't just say, well, we don't know how to recycle in this country, or we don't know how to, um, be more mindful of the environment here. Well, where else are you? Like, where are you now? Wherever you are now is where you're a citizen, and we're here.
Yeah.
My what do you guys think?
Absolutely. We're here, wherever that may be, but we also bring something, something, a unique awareness. It's not unique. I mean, we share it with millions of people, but perhaps we're still slightly different to the people who perhaps haven't seen many other cultures. So I think that's part of what we bring. But I also want to, and I know I'm scaring Paul a little bit when I bring this up, but I think it's important because it came up in our previous conversation. We don't want to talk about what's the difference between the expat, the refugee, the immigrant. We put that to the side and try to pick up on what do we have in common? What are the common denominators is what I'm trying to say between all these groups that we can make into something powerful for the conversation.
No, I haven't got angry, I promise. I think it's actually really helpful because, bizarrely enough, for the first time after what Islam just said, I'm just framing it more clearly that, we are all global citizens, and us three and millions of people like us happen to have a perspective on that. But the emphasis is we're all in this together. And I think that's a lovely way for us to proceed with this thing that we want to do. And frankly, we haven't heard anyone else talk about it like that. So it's kind of exciting to start that conversation.
Yeah. It's like a political, non-political term. I mean, like we want to stay away from that, all those you know, relevant topics that are happening around the world. And, you know, you mentioned refugee and migrant workers and all the rest, but we are talking about what, like Camilla pointed out, what makes us the same. That's, and maybe with our unique perspectives, actually, it shouldn't be so limiting. Maybe we can come up with, you know, because we have that perspective, like you both highlighted, maybe we can come up with new ways to sort of invite change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is what we'd love to have a conversation with many about. And please join us in the future if you think this is interesting, or if you have something to share with us. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.